Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. I'm Kamen here with James. We've got a great happy hour show for you guys today. We're only breaking 3 series over the next hour or so. That is the happy hour minis, which by the way are pretty fresh. So almost all headliners still left in that series, down to just 10 jerseys. 10 in the happy hour jerseys, including who? Josh Allen. One of the best young quarterbacks in the game. Happy hour full sizes are part of pick 1, get 3. So definitely going to have a good show. I'm looking forward to it. James, how are you?
I'm doing all right considering the circumstances. It is Friday. On the other hand, the Warriors did take an L last night, but we're doing all right. We're looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I think it was an L that you and I talked about off air. A little bit surprising given the circumstances. I know Boston's a great second half team. I know they closed in the fourth quarter. They certainly did in the last game. But, up 12, I think, after 3 quarters at home. Probably feeling pretty good about yourselves. And then Boston 3 party. Not the Boston Tea Party, the Boston 3 party out there.
Is that what happened on Thursday night?
That's what happened, man. They made like 9 of 12 3-pointers. Dad jokes aside.
Historical events taking place in these finals.
Yes. So let's get started with the randomizer. We need 6 or higher on the dice roll. Let's see what we got here for the dice roll. Let's roll those dice. We got 1 and a 3. That won't do. 5 and a 1. 6 will do on the dice roll. 6, the lowest we can go. Not a lot of clicking, but that works. All right. So we are going to chase all series during happy hour. That is something we're just doing during the happy hour show. I see, James, you dropped some links in the chat, which is great to see. Let me refresh my chat here so I can see those. But we are, let's see, we are 4 away on the happy hour jerseys. That is our closest break. 4 away. I'm going to drop all 3 breaks in as well. I think you just did that, but I'm going to drop them all in so you guys can go straight there.
There we go.
We did fill up a run and rep helmet for tonight's show. We'll post a new run and rep after we get done with happy hour.
Sounds good.
So let's get it. Let's definitely get it, guys. The Josh Allen jersey is out there in the happy hour jerseys. I would love to go on the Allen chase. 1 in 10 chance to get yourself one of the best young quarterbacks. Not a great golfer, though, Josh Allen.
Took an L.
Took an L.
Makes sense, though. Elder statesmen like Tom Brady,
Sure.
Aaron Rodgers, they've had probably their fair share of time to...
More golfing tournaments.
To go golf, yeah.
Sure. I'll say Mahomes did pretty good, though. That was the main difference. I mean, he did pretty good. He definitely carried the team. Of those 4 guys, Josh Allen was the one just lagging well behind.
Just hanging out.
Just hanging out. So he's got to work on his golf game, but I think his first priority is getting a Super Bowl.
I would agree with that.
That is his first priority. The match. I didn't watch it. I saw the highlights, though, and I saw the reactions, and Josh Allen was not great.
No.
Not great.
Was he entertaining at least? Did he have some good jokes, some good commentary?
He did.
Well, good.
He hit the fans, too. He hit the fans
That's
with one of his
better.
shots.
That's even better.
So it was symbolic.
Right.
Symbolic. How are you guys doing in the chat? Who is with us this happy hour, guys? We're on from 4:30 to 5:30-ish. If we're hot, we can stay on a little longer. If we're super cold, we can sign off a little bit earlier. We'll just see how it's going, but roughly for about the next hour, we'll be here. We're 6 away on the happy hour minis. This is a new series. I've got a couple sick names in there, including the Juice, O.J. Simpson. You can get yourself a nice O.J. Simpson mini. Must be something about the Bills today, James, because we got an O.J. Simpson mini out there in the happy hour minis. And then, of course, that Josh Allen happy hour jersey. Larry's giving the eye emoji. He's liking what he's seeing.
All right. All right,
Larry. Liking it.
Glad to have you in here, Larry. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Larry knows this is a pretty fresh series. think I might have pulled the Amari Cooper last Friday, but I think every other headliner should be out there. Was it? I can't remember if it was the Cooper or the Lockett.
I think you did.
It was Cooper?
Yeah, I remember.
Because I think I pulled a receiver headliner, but the rest of those guys should be out there. The Happy Hour Minis, that is the cheapest entry point for Happy Hour, $20 a spot. We are not far off those. We also have the pick one, get three for the full-size helmets. We've knocked off a couple spots there. So 4 away on the minis, 4 on the jerseys, 6 on the full sizes. James, we talk about this all the time. During Happy Hour, the goal is to do one of each break.
Yep.
Now, we obviously would love to do more. It's possible. But the realistic goal for me going into every Happy Hour is, can we get one of each of these done? And if so, I call that a success.
Oh, it's looking like we should probably be able to do that before we get out of here, Kamen. Obviously, we got to have people snapping up the spots, but we've got 4 slots remaining in our Happy Hour mini helmet series, so we're halfway on that. Still got 4 slots remaining in the Happy Hour jersey series, so we're halfway on that as well. And we just had Brad Torres hop into the Happy Hour full size, pick 1, get 3. He grabbed the Broncos and the Rams.
Okay, be rad. Brad was really hot on Wednesday night, I hear. Cooled off last night. Okay. I wasn't pulling fire for him. I was pulling fire for others, though. I pulled that Alvin Kamara last night.
Woo, for one Mr. Richard Cox.
Richard Cox. He picked his team. He picked the Saints.
Of course.
And got the Kamara. So we will have that run-in replica helmet break back on the break page. We did fill up one of those for tonight's show. I know we're talking about O.J. Simpson and the minis. There is an O.J. Simpson in that series, and there's an O.J. Simpson in the Lions, Cowboys, and Bears mini helmets. And, of course, the Josh Allen jersey in our Happy Hour. So if you're a Bills fan like Richard Cox, now is the time to just pour your money into the break room and get your Bills hits.
Where you at, Bills Mafia?
Bills Mafia, where you at? Is Richard the only Bills fan we have? I know he's a Bills fan. I don't know if we have other Bills fans in the room.
I'm not sure. I know that it takes quite a bit of commitment and dedication to be part of Bills Mafia, so maybe that's why we only got one.
Yeah.
Everyone didn't make it past the application process. I'm not sure.
That's right. All right, Larry's in here. Larry hopping into the break page. Got himself a Happy Hour mini spot. Thank you very much, Larry. I think we're 3 away there on those, so that will... obviously break. The Happy Hour mini is going to break. You know the magic number, James. When we're at 3 or less,
ding, ding, ding,
we rip it. That's the magic number here in the break room. So if you're looking for something that will definitely fill into Happy Hour, definitely get your mini spots first. That has been typically the one that's moved the fastest because we are on Happy Hour minis number 2.
Right.
We're still on the first jersey and full-size helmet breaks. So let's get it. I know we have a little NHL hockey tonight. Lightning taking on the Rangers. Our own Bob Boulay. And by our own, I mean our break room zone, Bob Boulay.
That's right.
Going to be at that game tonight. Tampa minus 130 on the money line. I put a little money on Tampa minus 1.5. It was like plus whatever.
Okay.
So looking to cash in there. I was telling you off air, the Nadal plus money bet earlier this week against Djokovic really paid off for me. So
Cha-ching.
I'm going to run it back. I'm going to run it back.
As you should.
I don't know if you're a big tennis fan, but the French Open has been winding down. A horrific injury today at the French Open.
I saw the headline, but I didn't click into it.
Yeah, don't watch it.
I will not.
Nadal playing Zverev. Nadal wins the first set 7-6. It is literally the game point that makes it 6-6 to send it to the tiebreak in the second set. Zverev basically twists his ankle, and it was horrific, and yells out a cry. And in tennis, you're supposed to be quiet during the points, and the whole stadium heard it. I heard it on the TV. It was so loud.
Oh, goodness.
So he had to retire from the match. Just not the best scenes.
Well, what happened?
He basically twisted his leg twice. He was going for a ball trying to save it. It was about to go in on the line for Nadal, and he just ran over trying to save it. and he just couldn't keep going. It was too bad. Like, they brought a wheelchair out, and it was not a Paul Pierce wheelchair situation. It was a legitimate wheelchair situation.
Okay, so we're talking like dislocation,
Yeah.
possibly ligament damage.
Yeah, well, and then he came back out with crutches. So he saluted to the crowd with the crutches, but didn't have the wheelchair. So
no bueno.
no bueno. No bueno. Injuries are definitely something we don't like seeing in sports, for sure.
No.
Not
at all. We got here, I'm taking a look at the ESPN headlines. Looks like Jordan Alvarez landed a 6-year, $115 million extension with the Astros.
Man's got to get paid.
Got to get paid. He's a young fella, right?
He is a young fella, and actually a guy we had on a slab in the room a couple months ago. So he's the guy we've had in the break room. You know, we have all the best in all the sports here in the UA Live break room. Nadal's the guy we've had in the break room. Federer. So right now we're pretty much rolling with football at the moment, but we've had baseball, hockey, NBA in the room recently. And we have all sorts of sports in our mixer series.
Absolutely.
So, anytime I hear a big sports name, I assume he's been in the UA Live break room. Speaking of the devil, Richard Cox chasing that Josh Allen, calling out box 25. Happy hour jerseys are closed. Richard, in case you missed it earlier in the program, that is every remaining jersey box left in that series is on the ticker. So after that 25 call, we're down to just 9 jerseys in the happy hour jerseys. That is obviously a break room exclusive. Josh Allen is in there. He is in one of these 10 boxes.
Bada boom.
Bada bing. Neil Wilson, Brad Torres, Pete O'Gean, and then Richard Cox coming in for the close. Richard has a 50-50 shot in this break. He's won with lesser odds, so we'll see. Just 6 clicks on the dice roll today, James.
Nice.
6 clicks. All right. You got Pete O'Gean up top in the NFC North. Richard Cox at the bottom of the AFC West. Richard doesn't have his East here, though, so probably hoping Allen doesn't come out on this one. For Richard, at least. I know Neil Wilson is hoping Allen does come out. So we got Pete in the NFC North. Richard, you've got the NFC South and NFC East. B-Rad, Brad Torres out there in the NFC West. We've got Richard in the AFC North. Neil's got the AFC South and AFC East. And finally, Richard out there in the AFC West. Happy hour jerseys. See what we got in here. Box 25 is called out by Richard. Thank you very much, Richard, for the close. Ooh. So, I know we're talking about the Josh Allen, but there are other headliners out there, including the best defensive player of all time, the one, the only, Lawrence Taylor. Sick. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. That is tied for the record. He also won an MVP as a defensive player. One of 3 non-quarterback running back MVPs in NFL history. One of 2 defensive guys, I think. I know there was a special teams kicker that won as well. So Lawrence Taylor is a New York Giant legend. But before that, he was doing it big at UNC. Tar Heel Blue, NFC East, Richard Cox with Lawrence Taylor. LT. Nice, says Larry. That's pretty cool, James.
That is awesome.
I like that hit a lot. How could you not? I mean, I don't know if you know this, James. I'm a UNC Tar Heel fan.
Mm-hmm.
Just because Jordan went there and I just adopted him as a team I would like.
Sure.
And I love the Tar Heel blue colors. Also, I'm an Argentina soccer fan because my favorite athlete, Lionel Messi, plays for them. So this is like one of my favorite combinations, color combos. That's why I like the Chargers color so much.
There you go.
It makes me think of Argentina and UNC. And he did play at UNC, obviously.
That's right. Yeah, you can't go wrong with baby blue.
No.
It's a fantastic color. What were you going to say, Kamen?
Well, I was going to say Julius Peppers played there as well. So, really good school for defensive NFL players.
Absolutely.
So, Awesome. Congrats, Richard, on your LT, Lawrence Taylor. What a great start to the happy hour program. 1 of 1 as far as headliners.
1 of 1.
1 of 1. I think we did 10 boxes last night, James. And it was, I mean, all our headliners are good. I didn't pull up, maybe apart from the Kamen, it was more of our lesser headliners. But last night, 40% headliner pool ratio for me. 1 of 1 today. So
there you go.
I've got the hot hand. I may not always spin 100 on the wheel spin, but I'd argue pulling you the good memorabilia is even more important.
I would have to agree. You guys will see there in the chat, I just put the link for the Happy Hour Mini Helmet Series. 2 spots left in that. We should be getting into that break momentarily here.
Awesome. So we might get that breaking cycle, as I say, because only 3 breaks ripped during happy hour, the jerseys, the minis, and the full sizes. We are done with the jerseys. We got the minis coming up, and then we'll knock off the full sizes. Larry's giving an LOL because he knows all about those wheel spins.
LOL.
Hey man, I pulled Larry Roslin, the Jerry Rice. So Larry's got a lot to be smiling about. I did Larry good. Didn't you pull him a Barry Sanders? Was that you or was that Big Mike?
There was
like a while ago.
Yeah, there was a show I did in here where like Larry hit like 3 authentics in one night, and I think Barry was probably part of it.
I think it was one of those old school Tom Brady series, and there was a Barry Sanders in there. Barry Sanders, another guy we get in the break room a decent amount of the time. I know he did get pulled in those mini helmet series, but just an example of the fire we have in here. Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. Happy hour jerseys. Richard Cox down to 9 jerseys. Lawrence Taylor just got pulled. Josh Allen still out there.
Richard. 6 spots remaining in the pick 1, get 3 happy hour full size helmet break. Again, 2 spots remaining in the minis for you guys that are interested in ripping some boxes.
All right, Mike Tedesco's in. He just hopped into the happy hour minis. We are 1 away now, James.
Mikey T.
Big Steelers fan, Mike Tedesco is.
What's up, Mike T?
You know our guy, Chris Roberts. He popped in the chat the other day.
Really?
Chris Roberts, awesome. I'll get your take on this trade, because I think this works well for both of them, because Chris is diehard Cowboys, Mike is diehard Steelers.
Okay.
So they Chris Roberts traded a Ben Roethlisberger replica helmet for an Emmitt Smith Eclipse replica on the Cowboys that Mike won in our break room in that run and rep series. So
pretty fair.
It's a pretty fair trade. I would say, I don't know, maybe the quarterback's a little bit bigger name, but Emmitt Smith is, he's the NFL's all-time leading rusher. Top 5 running back of all time. Ben Roethlisberger, as good as he is, not a top 5 quarterback. Probably, not even a top 10, I don't think. I don't know.
Potentially number 1 player in Steelers history.
Yeah.
Potentially.
So, as a Steelers fan, I think that makes it worth it.
There you go.
Dom Veluso, we just pulled a Lawrence Taylor UNC jersey. Lawrence Taylor UNC jersey out of our happy hour jersey break. We still have the Josh Allen out there in that series. Lawrence Taylor UNC Tar Heel jersey. Awesome. I don't get sick of Lawrence Taylor. He's a big name. He signs a lot, but, he's the GOAT defensive player.
For now.
Have you heard? So, interesting story is whether Aaron Donald's going to come back and play.
I know.
That's the big deal, because if there's a guy that could pass him up, it would be him.
Yeah, and if not Aaron, then we'll have to wait.
We'll have to wait a while.
I don't think that guy is playing in the National Football League right now.
That's right. Don Veluso saying I'm good on Allen. Like he's good that he wants to get Allen, or he doesn't want Allen. He doesn't want him. He's a Dolphins fan.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure if you got him, you won't say no, Dom. Speaking of Dom, he's coming in for closer magic in the happy hour minis. We got Nia Wilson, Jason Amer. Got some Eagles in this series. Jason looking for the Eagles. We got Brad Torres, Larry Rossland, Bob Boulay, Mike Tedesco, and Dominic Beluso. Happy Hour Minis. Drop us a box number, gentlemen. Drop us a box number. This will be our second break of Happy Hour. You'd sell them.
So I'd sell Patrick Mahomes if I pulled him.
You probably would. I would keep Mahomes.
Makes sense.
Speaking of that, like, do you pull him tonight? Maybe I pull him Sunday. Maybe Joe pulls him Saturday. Patty Ice could go this weekend.
Could
go this weekend in those Patty Ice helmets. Don Beluso saying he'd be good with the Patrick Mahomes and a Barry Sanders in the same week. He got Barry earlier this week. So that'd be pretty cool. You could definitely get a lot for Josh Allen. I know he's one of the biggest names in memorabilia. Let me know, guys. 3, 4, 6, 9, and 10 on the Happy Hour Minis. I know Larry and Dom have been in here. I'm going to get the randomizer. Oh, never mind. 6 on the box number. 6. Numero 6. Happy Hour Minis are back there. I know. It's like a different spot. So used to them being over there. I feel you. I did the same thing the other day.
Oh, good.
All right. We're going to go 6 times for box 6. Looking for 666. Hopefully some magic in this break. 5 and 6. All right. Jason, you should have the NFC North. Neo, you should be at the bottom in the AFC West. We got Dom. You've got the NFC South, Mr. Beluso. Larry's in the NFC East. Brad in the NFC West. How about this? Mike Tedesco, big Steelers fans, got the AFC North. Bob Boulay in the AFC South. Brad Torres, AFC East. And Neil Wilson out there in the AFC West. So Brad Torres could get himself that O.J. Simpson mini, potentially. All right, box 6. Here we go. 6 of 35 in this series. All right, so this is something a little bit unique. We have former Heisman Trophy quarterback Troy Smith. Heisman with the Buckeyes, one of the best college seasons ever, one of the most votes for Heisman Trophy. He was very briefly in the NFL. James, he played with the Ravens.
Yes, sir.
So that is the AFC North, and that is Mike Tedesco, Steeler fan, winning himself a Ravens item. All right, Mike, congrats on your Troy Smith. I got to tell you, James, I love this, like, I don't know what you call these things, but the Buckeye helmets that have those in the back, just beautiful. So Troy Smith, that is JSA certified. Congratulations, Mr. Tedesco. 1 spot in there. This Troy Smith mini worth more than $20, James, for sure.
Absolutely. I remember watching Troy Smith in college. That's around about the time I really started to hone in on college football as well as the NFL. Remember Troy Smith well. Looking at the numbers right now, looks like his senior year, he had 2,500 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, 6 interceptions on the ground. He had a season, looks like, his senior year as well. He rushed for 600 yards and 11 touchdowns.
Dual threat quarterback, took care of the ball, and definitely beat up on Michigan, too. He got Michigan in the big game. So, very nice. Mike Tedesco, Troy Smith, congrats on your dub. Bro, Mike, I will definitely trade you for that lid. Text me what you want for it, says Sean Alcaraz. All right, Sean.
Pretty cool right there.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, 2 breaks down. Let's do some more. Let's do some more during this happy hour show.
Just put the link in the chat for the pick 1, get 3 for the happy hour full-size helmet series. We got 6 spots remaining in that one right now. 2 slots taken, the Broncos and the Rams off the board for that break.
Awesome. We are also 7 away on the happy hour jerseys and 8 away on the happy hour minis. We are coming up on the 5 o'clock hour, which is typically roughly the halfway point of happy hour. So let's get some orders, guys. Let's keep rocking and rolling this program, and let's pull some happy hour fire in the break room.
Gas.
Gas. Gas is expensive, though, huh?
Dude, seriously, yeah. I don't know about you guys and where you're at, but you know, you don't pay attention until you're already filling up. I just paid $5.59 a gallon.
Terrible. I drive like a smaller car, you know, that I shouldn't have to pay as much for gas. Over $60.
Yep.
It's just terrible. And I wait till it gets lower, but it's like a full tank is more than $60 now.
Yep.
It is not cool.
Yep.
Dom Veluso saying, "Don't get me started."
Where's Dom at? Dom is in...
Dom is a Dolphins fan, but I think he lives in Texas.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Dom. I think Dom is out there in Texas now,
Not sure
but grew up in Miami.
I just read an article that some places in Southern California, gas was eclipsing $8. Sean's here. Sean could let me know.
Right. I am right. Sweet.
Okay.
Sweet.
Little Tejas.
All right, we are knocking off slots in the happy hour jerseys and the happy hour full sizes, guys. We are 5 away on the happy hour full sizes. We are 5 away on the jerseys. What do you mean gas is high? I'm confused. They only pay $18 a tank. What are you talking about, Sean?
Talking about the motorcycle, probably.
Ah, I see. Now we'll see, Dom. Those prices will flip though eventually.
I hope so.
So
I hope you're not right, Dom. I never even thought about that.
yeah. So we'll see. Places where you can get good deals though. The Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room.
True. Gas isn't high in here.
Gas isn't high. Those happy hour minis, $20 a spot. Happy hour jerseys, $26 a spot. There's 9 jerseys left. We got Josh Allen still lurking out there, Mr. Allen. The happy hour minis, we got headliners left like O.J. Simpson, Ray Lewis, Brian Dawkins, Fletcher Cox, Tyler Lockett, and Keenan Allen. So all headliners left except for the Amari Cooper. I would love to run this one back for sure, guys. Definitely want to fill up the happy hour full size with 5 slots remaining there. And you get to pick your own team. So you like a certain team, you pick that team, and you can get the player from your team. I know that Jets helmet is a sick helmet that hasn't been pulled. That is the happy hour full size helmet. The Jets is still available. AAA saying 9 to 10 a gallon by August in Ohio? What? Jeremy, what in the world? That can't be right. That's terrible. We thought we're paying a lot at $6 a gallon almost. 9?
That's gonna be gonna be for everybody though. I read something similar that like nationwide the average would be like $8 in August.
All right.
I'm gonna give me a little electric scooter or a go-kart or something.
I gotta start walking to the grocery store. I'll be honest, my Walmart, like it's a bit of a walk, but I could get there probably in 30 minutes.
What about carrying all the stuff back?
Can you do a take-home cart?
And they're not going to stop you.
They're going to be like, yeah, I'm going to take my cart back. I'll bring it back next time.
Yeah, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Gas ain't going down, is it?
Oh, man. That is wild. Dom's got an electric bike. All right, Dom.
I need to get on that right now.
Dom is prepared. Jeremy's saying true statement.
I'm going to be on the highway on my electric bike.
Oh, man.
Going 40 miles an hour.
Just bussing. That's wild. That is absolutely wild.
Hey, well, we're all in it together, guys.
We are. We're all in it together. We're all in the break room. We're all sports fans, and we're all gas price haters.
The gas is too damn high.
That's right. Dom might get a Vespa. Okay. Here you go. That's a really...
That's gas.
It's a gas, yeah.
That's gas.
That's cool.
It's less gas, though.
Less gas. Get a Vespa. All right, Dom.
Less gas.
I gotta ride. You know, take my bike out. I have a bike. I feel like I haven't ridden it in a while. Get the good old bike out. Get around in my bike.
Well, it feels like we're going backwards in time. Like soon we're gonna look outside. People are just gonna be riding horses. Like,
oh my god,
we don't even do the car anymore.
That's crazy.
Something. Yeah, I don't think a vote's going to change.
Yeah,
what's going on here.
I'm not going to get into politics here. This is not the place to be. I will say this. Presidents don't control the gas prices, but anyways, we won't get there, but we'll see. Dom, obviously, go out and vote and go for whoever makes you happy. But hopefully the gas prices do change regardless of who's in the White House. But, you know, Republican, Democrat, those guys don't control the gas prices. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's definitely get into the breaks, though. Let's get into the breaks. And let's talk sports.
Yeah.
Let's talk sports. So, James.
What's up, man?
How you feeling about the Warriors? Better, better than 50% chance to still win the finals? You feel good about that?
I would say so because they have a 50% chance to win game 2. And at this moment in time, I feel like the entire season hinges on game 2. So
it does.
Go get it. Go get game 2, get back on track, even up the series, and then everybody could take a deep breath. But, obviously they lose that, and they go back to Boston down 0-2.
Yeah, they're toast.
I'm not going to be feeling real good.
I think the winner of game 2 wins the series. I said that I like the Warriors because I thought they had better players around Steph and Clay compared to Tatum and Brown. Obviously, they've got great players like Jordan Poole, who didn't play great in game 1. Draymond Green, multi-time All-Star. Andrew Wiggins, a great player. A lot of guys off the bench. So, Warriors, I think, have more depth. And I think as the series goes, Derek White and Al Horford, those guys aren't going to hit as many threes as they did last game. So,
I hope not.
Definitely hope not. Sean Alker has 9 boxes left in the jerseys.
Well, we're doing one right now, so consider it 8.
Consider it 8. We do have a Josh Allen still out there. The Josh Allen jersey is the big name. Look at that dark blue. It is beautiful. All remaining box numbers in the jerseys are on the ticker. So Josh Allen's on the ticker. He's in the room. You guys just got to call out the number, and we will pull Josh Allen. As far as the full sizes, let's see. What does it say on there? I know I updated that last week. It might be off by 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's probably accurate. So I think we have 6 left.
No.
Do you think there's 4?
Well, there's more in the back. Yeah, there's more in the back.
Okay, then that says 10.
So happy hour full size. Oh, that one says 22 though, I think.
I thought right here. Oh, that's Flash. Right?
Yeah, so probably about 20. We're about halfway there on the full sizes. So now is the time to predict which box has the Allen, says Sean. That's right, Sean. That's your next test, Josh Allen. Richard Cox is looking for him. We got Pete O'Gean and Neil Wilson in here, guys. Drop us a box number for the happy hour jerseys. Looks like we have 2, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 26, 27, and 29. That is out of 30, James.
30.
So 2 just got skipped over.
Okay.
2 just got completely skipped over. But we'll see. I am going to get the randomizer prepped, guys. But Richard, let me know if you have a box number, or Pete or Neil. Let me know. I know Neil typically isn't in the chat. Pete O'Gean is in the chat sometimes. I haven't seen him in a hot minute, though. So, Pete, if you're watching, let us know. Neil, if you're watching, let us know. But Richard is probably the most likely to call it out. Who is the Allen, says Jeremy. Okay. That'd be something, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be bold.
That'd be nuts. It is all random, though, so it's possible. All right, I've got the randomizer pulled up. I'm going to go 6 times for the box number. 6. Well, we do have box 2. The randomizer picked box 2.
Yeah.
It'd be the low number that you have, James. So we are going to go with box 2. Let me get you guys randomized for your divisions. Jeremy Norris, we're about to find out if you're right, dude. We are about to find out if you're right, man. Sean Alker is saying, sorry, Jeremy, incorrect. Not box 2. All right. Sean is still riding high after calling out the Randy Moss box number. All right. We got Neil up top in the NFC North. Pete's at the bottom in the AFC West. Neo, you also have the NFC East. And Richard Cox, you have every remaining division, including the AFC East. Richard is pretty much our one resident Bills fan. He definitely would love to get the Josh Allen here. That'd be something. All right. So we got a triple signed jersey here. We got Oklahoma Heisman. We got Billy Sims. We got Jason White and Steve Owens. It is triple signed. 78 Heisman, 69 Heisman, 03 Heisman. So 69 Heisman, Oklahoma running back Steve Owens. He was the Lions running back. Billy Sims, 78 Heisman running back. He was also a Lion in the NFL. Made the Pro Bowl in the National Football League. I think he was Rookie of the Year as well on offense. And then Jason White was Oklahoma's trophy quarterback. Didn't play in the NFL. Heisman Trophy at Oklahoma, got hurt. Didn't get a chance to play in the NFL. So I know for stuff like this, Matt, our owner, if you're watching, Matt, let me know the best protocol, because I know 2 of these 3 guys were Lions players. Well, so would we do top spot, or would you go Lions on this one?
Typically, I would go top spot for anything like collegiate like that, and triple sign. Not all of them were Lions. I would top spot the original list, but that's just me. You do what you feel is best.
I'll do that. That sounds good to me, James. I've literally never had that happen before, because if we pull a college item, we go with the NFL team the player played on longest. That's why the Troy Smith was a Ravens hit.
Correct.
But obviously we have Jason White here, who didn't play in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So that works for me. We'll take the original list. We're going to go top spot for this college multi-signed jersey. It's interesting. That's the first time that's happened. So definitely interesting to see what happens here. So we're going to go 6 clicks. After 6 clicks, the top name is going to get this triple signed jersey. It's Richard Cox. After 5, 6th and final click, it's Richard Cox again. So Richard, you get yourself a triple signed Heisman Trophy Oklahoma jersey. So there you go. 2 is off the ticker, Mr. Alcaraz. Go ahead and pick away as to which one you think it is. So Richard Cox taking home Oklahoma triple signed jersey. Nice, Richard. So, James, we're down to 8 boxes left in the jerseys.
8 boxes.
8 boxes left. And the biggest one of all is left. Josh Allen.
Josh. Boom.
Hey, Richard, any interest in a Thurman Thomas mini? Thurman Thomas was a great Bills running back in the day. James, do you have a piece of memorabilia that isn't your team that you would most want out there?
That I would really want out there that isn't my team, and we're talking specifically football here.
Could be football, could be something else. Maybe like something that you would want to keep too. Obviously, like you'd want a Brady. That's something that you could sell. But what's like a piece of memorabilia that you would just want, but you want to keep it? You want to put that in the man cave.
Something I've been looking at and that I want, if I got it, I would keep it. I wouldn't sell it. Autograph basketball or an autograph jersey by Anthony Edwards.
Okay, cool.
I would hang on to that.
Anthony Edwards is a young, talented buck. He's a young buck, I say. Obviously, he's not a buck. He's a Minnesota Timberwolf.
He's a young wolf.
I actually saw him play in college. I was a TV sports reporter, anchor in Columbia, Missouri, and he played Mizzou at Mizzou Arena, and Mizzou beat Georgia, and Mizzou's backup big man stuffed him to end the game.
Really?
Edwards was going to the hoop, looking to win the game at the buzzer, just gets rejected. Maybe it wasn't at the buzzer, but it was with less than a minute to go. just stuffed the heck out of him. The whole arena exploded. Everyone obviously knew that Edwards was a potential #1 overall pick. And you had Reed Nico, backup big man for Mizzou, just stuffing the heck out of him. That's a moment that he's going to tell his kids 20 years from now.
Probably not. Probably never bring that up again.
No,
your guy.
No, Nico.
Yeah,
Reed,
yeah. I thought you meant
no,
Anthony Edwards. He's not bringing that up.
Yeah.
But your guy, definitely. Bring that up for all of eternity.
Yeah, it's an awesome moment for him. I got it on camera. I was shooting with my camera, got a great shot of it. So really good stuff.
It's awesome.
Richard's already got a Thurman Thomas. So we don't have personals. Happy hour, no personals. Sean Alcaraz. Happy hour, our break room exclusive. Richard Cox would want a Michael Jordan jersey. That'd be sick. I have a fun story about a Michael Jordan jersey.
Yeah?
I had a Michael Jordan jersey that I brought in, not signed, but I brought it in to do my York television class we did in high school. We recorded a music video, and I was going to rewear the jersey the next day, and it got stolen. So my MJ jersey got stolen. I was not happy.
Very popular piece of memorabilia, as you can see.
Absolutely.
Michael Jordan, the GOAT.
The GOAT, the one, the only.
Never had a jersey or any of my memorabilia stolen from me, but I definitely did have like my iPhone 5 stolen out of my locker in high school.
My iPhone 5, that might have been the same version I had stolen. That was like old school when I was at my first job. And I had an old school iPhone. I'd say it was the 5, might have been the 6, but
5 was like when it really started to get slim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
yeah, I took it to a basketball gym. I was shooting some hoops, and I had it in my bag, like not wide open. Like someone went in the bag and took the phone. From now on, whenever I go to a gym, I leave my phone in the car.
Damn kids, man.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I'm glad to be an adult and not be in situations where, people could just take your stuff.
That's right. All right, guys, it is 5:12. We have just 4 slots left in the happy hour full size. Pick one, get 3. We are wide open on the happy hour jerseys, but obviously we have Richard Cox in here, big baller. He could buy out a whole jersey break if he wants. 8 away on the minis. So it is 5:12. We'll be here until at least 5:30. But if we don't close up that happy hour full size at 5:30, we will do the wheel spin then. But I think at 4 left, that is something we can definitely fill up. We got Mike Tedesco just hopped into the happy hour full size, got himself the Steelers. And Tyler Nygaard, getting set for the night show, got himself a buzzer beater helmet spot.
There you go.
So the buzzer beater helmets are back, top of the line, full size authentic helmets that include speed flexes and more.
And don't forget, guys, on the break page for tonight, our 7 p.m. show, we got the Patty Ice full-size helmet series. We got Patrick Mahomes' autograph on a Flash replica for the Chiefs. Also got Tyler Lockett on a Flash, Saquon Barkley on a Lunar, Amari Cooper on a Lunar, Jonathan Taylor on a Flash. That series is gas. Only 5 slots left in that for tonight.
Yeah, gotta love that series. I just pulled up those headliners he was talking about. Looks like all of the headliners are specialty helmets. They're either Flashes or Lunars. There is one Eclipse, the Aaron Jones. I did pull that last night, but I'd argue with you, James, right now. The 3 best helmets in that series are obviously Patrick Mahomes, #1. Jonathan Taylor, I think, #2, the NFL's leading rusher last year. And probably the 3rd one, given that he's on a new team, it's got to be Amari Cooper.
Amari, yeah.
And none of those 3 have been pulled.
No.
So a lot of good stuff to look forward to tonight as well. Sean Alker is saying the fact that James just said he had an iPhone 5 in high school, bruh, that's nothing in the 2-tone pager I had, homies.
Okay.
Sean. All right, Sean.
Hey, I respect that. I respect that. I remember when I was a kid, I could remember my dad having the pager. That's real old school. I even thought a couple of years ago about trying to find a pager on like eBay and getting it to work, and if that would be cool. So that's dope. Appreciate the perspective there.
Yeah, that's awesome, Sean. Sean Alcaraz, I definitely love that. James, I had a flip phone all the way until about to be college graduation. My parents got me an iPhone right when I was going to graduate college.
There you go.
So I was flipping for a long time. So I know all about that old school phone life.
There you go.
Flip phone.
Kamen OG himself.
That's right. Well, I'm old enough to remember. So when I was in college, like I worked at the NBC affiliate, and we had to tweet out scores. It's right when Twitter was getting big, so we're tweeting out scores of high school, college games we're covering. So if you had a flip phone, you had to text Twitter. It was like 4404, and you had to text Twitter to get your tweets out. So that was old school.
Yeah, that is.
That is old school.
That's preposterous.
It's preposterous, indeed. But yeah, a lot of good old school player names as well as new school in the break room. We've got everything that you guys may want. The big item we're chasing right now is the Josh Allen Happy Hour jersey. Happy Hour only breaks from about 4:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. So we don't have Happy Hour on Saturdays and Sundays. So if you want to get the Josh Allen tonight, get your spots here in the next 14 minutes. Otherwise, Josh Allen will go next week. You guys can also get your spots into tonight's breaks. But we are only opening personals and ripping the Happy Hour jerseys, Happy Hour minis, and Happy Hour full-size helmets. We filled up 2 jerseys and a mini. Just want to get that full-size done as well, guys.
Sir.
We're back at 7 tonight. James and I will flip seats 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be doing all of our non-happy hour breaks. And I know we've kind of messed around with the weekend times a few times. Weekends are 2 and 7 from now on. Not 12 and 7, not 2 and 8, 2 and 7 Central Standard Time. I think you're off this weekend, James, but typically you're producing for your boy Joe Aguilar on Saturdays, and I break on Sundays with Mike and Steven producing. So you'll see plenty of us throughout the weekend. Definitely going to see plenty of us tonight. If you guys want to do another happy hour break, get those spots in now.
Guys, make sure you show up tomorrow for Joe Aguilar, America's sweetheart. I know you guys probably missed him. He was off last Saturday, but he will be back. I won't be here, but Joe will be here holding it down, ripping the fire for you guys, telling the dad jokes, the whole 9 yards.
I've only met Joe Aguilar once in my life, and it was a true joy. I met him at our Christmas work party because Joe works only on Saturdays. I don't work on Saturdays, so I am a little envious you get to hang out with Joe Aguilar on Saturdays.
Hey, well, talk to the bosses, Kamen, and make something happen for you.
Yeah, I don't know. Saturday's like my one weekend day off.
Well, maybe move Joe around.
We'll move Joe around, yeah. Sean Alcaraz saying, this was a real line that came out of my mouth. Sup, girl, come meet me at the payphone by the gas station. That's real game, boys. Not this DM nonsense. All right, Sean Alcaraz was making moves back in the day. He did get 2.
I don't know.
He got 2 women to marry him, but then they divorced him.
I hear that.
So,
but I'm not advocating one way or the other, but I will say the DM in 2022 is how you and whatever your counterpart can safely communicate, right? Because probably back in the 90s, whatever, bunch of chicks were going to meet dudes by the payphone at the gas station.
Sounds terrible. Sounds sketchy as heck.
Right.
That just sounds sketchy, man.
So they don't meet us by the payphone at the gas station anymore.
Man.
Got to hit them in the DMs.
That's something. That is definitely something. All right, guys. We got 11 minutes here. I would love to fill up the happy hour full size as we've been rolling this show. I will give you guys the full hour until 5:30. If we can fill up any breaks by 5:30, we'll rip those. Otherwise, we'll do the Chase wheel spin list at 5:30. That Josh Allen jersey that you're looking at on your screen is probably the biggest thing we have left out there in our happy hour series, the Josh Allen happy hour jersey. We do have an O.J. Simpson happy hour mini, so it is the place to be for Bills fans in the break room during happy hour. Got another order coming in. All right, Pete's in here. Pete O'Geen would love to run back one more happy hour jersey break. Pete was in here earlier this week asking about the Josh Allen. Maybe Pete is a Bills fan too. Do you remember what team Pete likes?
I don't.
I can't remember either. Haven't seen Pete as much lately in the room. So yeah, we got Cardinals beat the Cubs 14-5 in the MLB today. Yeah, the big sport this weekend is going to be the NBA Finals. So that's definitely one that I'm looking forward to. I don't love how the schedule ended up. It seems like every night that there's final games, I'm here. So Sunday,
they were plotting on you, Colin.
I know. Sunday at 7, man. Right when we hit the live, we hit air. So maybe I'll have to keep an eye on that while I'm ripping boxes on Sunday. Golden State, a 4-point favorite, James. I know they were a 3.5-point favorite earlier. Do you dare take the -4 again and bet on the Warriors?
How audacious are the sports books? You know, game 1 they had them at 3.5. They get cooked in the
And now they're up
fourth quarter,
more.
and now hey, we'll give them another half point.
Man.
That's what I thought about Pito, that he was a Raiders fan. But he says Josh Allen is a local guy here in the Central Valley. All right.
Ooh, perfect.
Right
Perfect. Well, Pete, since you are a Raiders fan, our guy Jimmy Butter, big Ravens or Raiders fan as well. A big helmet to chase for the Raiders. We have a Devontae Adams Flash Mini and the Lions, Cowboys, and Bears mini helmet series. So that might be something for you to chase tonight. Mike Tedesco doesn't like the Raiders. Don't worry, Franco Harris and the Immaculate Reception got the Raiders.
50 years this year, Mike T. will settle it on Christmas Eve.
Are they playing Christmas Eve?
They are playing Christmas Eve, if I'm not mistaken. It is the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception. It'll be in Pittsburgh. It'll be cold. They'll have the terrible towels going. It'll be a hell of a scene.
Don Veluso? No. Richard Cox has entered 2 breaks. Called out a box number. Did not win the Josh Allen. We have 8 jerseys left in the happy hour jerseys. They're all in the room. They're all on the ticker. We are still hunting Josh Allen. Richard Cox has not won the Allen. But he definitely wants to win it. I'll say that for sure. How could you not? Steelers, Raiders. Man, that sounds like a fun game. That'll be a good one. Who's hosting?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Oh, yeah, I think you just said that. All right. In Pittsburgh.
At
Okay.
Heinz Field, right on the edge of the Allegheny River.
Okay.
It'll be crazy.
Who do you like in that Pittsburgh quarterback situation? My former Bear, Mitchell Trubisky. By the way, former Bill as well. Or do you like the rookie, Kenny Pickett?
I like Mitch.
You like Mitch? Really?
I want to see money-making Mitch out there because I think the Steelers have a good enough team. They have weapons offensively. They can run the football. Their defense is obviously amazing. I think Mitch's skill set suits what they're looking to do, which is probably throw the ball minimally, throw it when you have to.
Sure.
In a modern,
Well, you got Harris in the backfield.
Right, run the ball, run some option with Mitch, let him run the ball, let him get out in space, and just control the clock and play good defense.
I will say this, though. They do have some good receivers. Claypool, Deontay Johnson, Pat Fryermuth is the tight end. I think Mitch will be the starter day 1. But I think Kenny Pickett, for me, I think he's got a better arm. Also a solid runner. I think come mid-season, he'll be the starter.
Well, and the fact of the matter is they drafted him in the first round.
So they got to start him, right?
He's going to start at one.
They got to start him. Got to start him. All right, guys. James is getting the wheel up. You guys know what that means. Time is a-clicking. I'll give you guys about 5 minutes here, though. I want to fill up that happy hour full size. But if we don't fill it up here in the next 5 minutes, we will get the chase wheel spin going. Don Veluso saying Mitch will be the starter.
Yes, sir.
So Mitch and Sean Alcaraz were going at it last night.
Really?
Talking about Tua. So Dom is team Tua. Sean is team anti-Tua. Where do you stand on that Tua debate?
I am on team. This is Tua's year to prove it one way or another.
Yes.
I believe in him. He's obviously got talent. He's in the position that he's in because of that. But we got to see what he makes of it this year. If he makes some, pretty big leaps and strides from where he's been his first 2 years.
I gotta agree, absolutely 100%. I think Tua has had some injuries. He hasn't had the best team around him. Now they finally got him an offensive line in the offseason. They got him, obviously, the fastest receiver in the game in Tyreek Hill. Jalen Waddle the year before. It is prove-it year for Tua. My gut feeling is that he is going to prove it. Now, is Tua a top 5 quarterback in the league? No. Is he top 10? I don't think so. But I think he could be an above-average starting quarterback in the league. And I don't know the Dolphins could get someone better right now. But we'll see. Obviously, he doesn't show up. They move on from him. But my gut feeling says Tua's going to have a good season this year, and the Dolphins will have a good season. So I'm on Team Tua. So we'll see. How can you be a fan and root against your quarterback, says Don Maluso.
I have to disagree with that because I'm a diehard Raiders fan, and I have had incessant, bickering and arguing with other Raiders fans over the past, 5 or so years of Derek Carr's career. And, I'm more interested in the name on the front of the jersey rather than the name on the back of the jersey. I don't care who the quarterback is. I just want to win a Super Bowl as a fan.
And James, as bad as you've had it, you got to admit, I've had it worse. I'm a Bears fan. We don't have quarterbacks.
Yeah.
We don't know what this quarterback you speak of is. I mean, Tua's better than most of the guys we've had before he's even proven it. So, as a Bears fan, definitely hurts. So, we'll see. Speaking of hurts, Jalen Hurts, another guy in a prove-it season. Let's say he's top 15 with that defense. We should be tough. He will get better. Then the following year, he'll be top 10 and will grow. Ooh.
I think he'll be a slow builder. I think he's kind of like a Drew Brees or a Russell Wilson. Like, he's a good, middle of the pack quarterback early on, but with a good team around him, he develops, elite characteristics. But, I think we had 100 days until the season on Tuesday, so we're like 98, 97 days away from week 1.
Sure.
We'll find out soon enough.
Well, and I think that a lot of talk about Tua, James, is that he doesn't throw the deep ball well enough, but in college he did so good at that.
Right.
So he can do it. Anyone questioning his deep ball throwing, he's got it. I think he just needed to get used to the NFL speed. So... let me do a little refresher of where we're sitting. We are 4 away on the happy hour full size. We are 5 away on the jerseys and 8 away on the happy hour minis, guys. So definitely a last call for orders. We still got that Josh Allen out there. James has been keeping up with the happy hour list. We've done 3 breaks, right, James? So we should have 24 names in for our chase wheel spin. Neil Wilson down to Dom Beluso. So let me make sure that's what we have here in the randomizer. We do have 24 names. So I'll give you guys 1 more minute here. I've got it queued up. While we do the list randomization, if we fill up a break, we will rip it. But if you guys want to get in on that wheel spin list, you guys have 1 minute here to get those orders in. 5:28, 5:29 now. I did say I'll give you guys till 5:30, but we are 5:29 and cooking. So I'm going to get that list randomized, guys. Top spot will get a chase wheel spin. If we fill up any breaks while we do this, I am more than happy to rip them. A really, really hot happy hour show, James. A lot of orders coming in. We finally slowed down the last 10 minutes. Favorite pull of the happy hour? Lawrence Taylor jersey for me. How about for you?
I'll go with the Troy Smith.
Troy Smith mini.
Yeah. That's nice on the Ohio State mini.
Yeah, that was cool. All right. Well, hey, I'll get the randomizer pulled up. We're going to go 6 times on the randomizer to see what our top spot is. 5 clicks. It's Dominic Veluso. We got 1 more, Dom. 6th and final click. Brad Torres. All right, B-Rad. Let us know where you want us to start on, Brad. Otherwise, James will start on 1.
Hearing nothing out of B-Rad.
B-Rad, where you at, B?
Oh, B?
B-Rad is one of those silent but deadly guys. Silent but deadly in the break room.
All right, what do you say, Kamen? Give him a whirl here.
Let's give it a whirl. Haven't heard. What do we got?
It's what I do. It's what I do. 95 like the year I was born.
Ooh, doggy.
$95 going to Brad Torres.
What? Don Peluso? No, I said so. I guess silent and deadly. I guess I do get that comparison, Don Peluso.
Better be glad he's not in the chat, Kamen. Brad Torres, Mr. Fartman.
Well, he does win a lot, and he's going to have $95 to spend in the break room. We will get that credited into your account, Brad, so you can hop in the breaks tonight. We'll be back at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be ripping some fire, including that Patty Ice series with the one, the only, best quarterback in the league, Patrick Mahomes. Next happy hour break will be Monday at 4:30, so any happy hour breaks that didn't fill up, those carry over to Monday at 4:30. We are on 12 and 7 Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday, including 4:30 Monday through Friday, then 2 and 7 Central Standard Time on Saturday and Sunday. I'll see you guys back here tonight at 7. James will host, I'll produce, then I will host / break on Sunday as well. So Mike Tedesco is going to win a wheel spin soon.
Tonight.
Mike Tedesco, not a fan of Trubisky. Mike, as a former Bears fan, I agree with you. I am Team Pickett. So we'll see what happens. But we'll see you tonight at